YouTube, what's going? It's your boy Champ, and I'm back with another video, man. And before I actually get started on the main topic of the video, before I dive into it, I kind of want to start off by saying I apologize. I know I've been gone for a very long time, especially for my supporters. My supporters, I apologize. The ones who really sit back and watch my videos and really listen and take what I say, I'm sorry. I was on a personal journey, a spiritual journey. I tried to fight it for so long, but I really just went and found myself. And I know when I started this, it was the right thing to do, but I was fighting myself on it. So I went and found myself, and it brought me right back to where I started. This is what I'm meant to do. I promise I'm back. I'm going to be consistent. I'm going to drop. I'm going to take care of y'all the same way I was before I left. I'm not leaving again. I also do want to start off by saying I'm going to move the podcast onto Twitch as well. I'm going to start using multiple platforms to get heard, to be seen by multiple people, to bring them in, because people don't use YouTube all the time. People don't use Twitch all the time. So I can kind of go back and forth, vice versa between both. So I'm reaching a bigger audience, a bigger crowd. So I will start going on Twitch, and I will upload my Twitch podcast to YouTube. So be on the lookout for that. I'm going to start leaving links in the description to my Twitch when I start doing it. And I'm also going to let you guys know the first video that actually is going to start on Twitch. So now we can actually dive into the topic. All right, guys. So the foundation for today's video, or the main topic, is going to be you are who you hang around. Now, when you hear that, a lot of y'all going to say, okay, well, that's pretty common. Everybody knows that. With me, I'm a very, very, very firm believer in this phrase, common sense is not common. It isn't. We see it every day. People overcomplicate simplicity every single day. Every minute is somebody different. So you can't say everybody knows it, because they don't. And even the ones that do it, the problem is they don't apply it to their lives. They don't practice what they preach. It goes in one ear and out the other. They hear it, but they don't want to apply it. And then because they're afraid of the change, they're afraid that it's going to turn them into somebody that society isn't going to like. They fear being the outcast in society. But I'm actually going to kind of cut that. I don't want to go too deep into that, because it's actually a point in the video I'm going to talk about the actual fear. So we're going to move on from that point. So my first kind of main sub point I want to say is actually a quote. And it goes like, you run with dogs, you'll catch fleas. Once again, another common, simple phrase. And before I actually want to break it right here, everything I say is always going to seem so simple, like a slap in the face. Like, of course, everybody knows that. I just said it. People overcomplicate simplicity, and that's what makes their life hard. If everybody would just take a step back and realize how simple things are in life, it would be so much more simpler. Life is what you make it. People make it complicated. Life is literally simple. We have a guide to it every day. There's a guide. There's always it's being taught. You should be learning it. It's easy. We as people and humans overcomplicate it to make it hard. Life is not as hard as what it really seems to be. But yes, like I said, you run with dogs, you'll catch fleas. And what this really just means is, if you choose the wrong companions, you're going to end up picking up behaviors that they have. Okay, I'm not going to say wrong companions in the beginning, but it's like your companions. Who you hang around, you will become. You hang around good people that are positive, it's going to rub off on you. It's inevitable. It's going to rub off on you. You're going to become positive. You're going to kind of go the same way, the same mindset they have, because you want to be able to continue to stay in that group and fit in the group. It's also conforming, but in a different way, not conforming to society in a bad way, but it's really not even conforming. It's kind of like it happens subconsciously. It's unintentional, involuntary. So if you choose bad companions, you're going to pick up the bad behaviors they do. And there's no other simpler way to put that. And even though it's simple, it goes deep, and the meaning is so much deeper, and that should give people just a greater understanding. Hanging around negative people only brings one thing: negativity onto you. Your mind's gonna change. You're gonna become upset. That's why it's not good to have people in your ear that aren't trying to tell you what you need to hear to better you, to develop you into who you're trying to be. Especially now in this day and age, people are, I don't even want to call them friends. People are companions and acquaintances with people that do not have their best interests at heart. People that could care less, that could give a damn what happens to them as long as they're okay. So don't go running telling your business how all your feelings and emotions to people that, and even when you're upset, people only want to egg you on to see you fail. People treat life as a race, as a rat race. Everybody's competing, and it's sad to say. So people, any way to get ahead, people are going to take, no matter if it means bringing someone down, whether they're somebody they don't know, a random stranger, or somebody that they know. It doesn't matter. Everybody wants to get ahead in life. So being around people like that, especially people having people in your ear to egg you on, you think they care about you, they have the best interest at heart, but in reality they really want to kind of backdoor you and snake you. So you have to be careful. Always pay attention to that. Do not let people sit there and talk in your ear and you sit there and listen to everything they say. Don't take everything they say. Just like I say, everything I say you don't have to take and use, but only take the certain parts that apply to you, that you know in your heart are right and will help you develop as a person. In one of my previous videos, I told you guys I was actually religious. I am. Trust me, I believe in God, the Most High, and I'm not kind of trying to put too much of that into YouTube, because I don't want to ever go kind of religion and belittle someone else's faith or beliefs. So I just want to say, yes, I believe in God, the Most High. And with that comes with me learning and knowing about spirits and demons, and I believe that it's all real. Energy transferring, spirits, demons, it's all real. It's true, bro. There's so many ways to transfer spirits, whether it be good or bad. And this is like way out of there, but this is big, especially now. So many people have just received bad demons from negative people who haven't healed, people who have them demons surrounding them, and they just don't know it, and that's what brings them down. They'll wonder what happened and never really know. They think it's just the luck of the draw, like, I got the bad life. No, there's never a coincidence for everything. Everything is written. Everything means something. There is no such thing as a coincidence. Energy was transferred. If you have sex, bro, like I said, there's so many ways to transfer energies, and one of the most common ways now is sex. Having sex with people. People go out here and it's true. It's a true energy transfer. People go out and have sex with millions of people, or catch this person and that person and that person. It's spirits, all different kind of spirits is becoming one with you, is being intertwined with yours, and it's corrupting what you know, is blotting yours out and filling in with the spirits that you constantly brought in for yourself, and you're not. You're gonna implode. You're literally gonna implode. So when I say really, really know who you are, learn who you are, become one with yourself, become in tune with yourself, know what your spirit is, know how you feel, know how you want to feel, and always just learn to never carry those demons, and always be careful and be mindful of who you give your time to and who you let come around your presence, because demons are everywhere. They're circling. Demons and spirits are circling around everybody. You have to know that you're bringing in the correct people for what you're doing. Don't let demons come around. Don't surround yourself with demons. Surround yourself with angels, positivity. Angels are positivity, good people, good-hearted, good like-minded people, pure. Don't surround yourself around the negativity, anger, depression. That's how people commit suicide, man. People get surrounded by people that have negative demons around them. They just keep talking in their ear. The voices they hear in their head are spirits. Don't let them corrupt you. Continue to remember who you are at all times. At all times. Ladies and gentlemen, your circle of influence is everything. Let me repeat that. Your circle of influence is everything. It's going to sound like a broken record, but the people you have around you will determine the person you are going to be in your life. I was just telling somebody the other day, by nature, we need human interaction. So no one can ever say that they can function truly alone. There's a difference between being alone and lonely. No one can truly function alone. We need human interaction to survive. So it is always important to remember that you need to surround yourself around people who are going to make you better, who are going to help you develop you into the person you're meant to be, become your best self. I always say, and I was always taught, if you're the best person in your circle, you need to move to another circle. Not saying you need to drop your friends or just stop hanging out with them. Maybe stop hanging out with them as much as you do now, but always continue to have them, because you don't have to drop your friends, but you need to move to the next circle. You need to surround yourself with people better than you. Better than you. It's humbling, and it also teaches you to drop your pride. Because if you surround yourself with people better than you, they're gonna expect higher from you, because they don't just let anybody into the group. If you don't show that you're gonna level up to be on their type of level, they're not gonna let you stay in their circle. So always go with people that are better than you, because they expect higher than what you expect from yourself. They expect you to get on their level. If you don't, they're just gonna send you to the curb. So being around them, you subconsciously, it just happens. You're soaking up the knowledge from them. You're learning and you're applying what they say to become them. Your goal when you go to a circle of people higher than you is to be on that level and to surpass them. Once you get to their level, you're going to go to the next circle, like I said. And at that point, you'll begin to surpass them. Every time you feel you're at the top of your circle, you need to go to another circle. So always, always, always surround yourself around people better than you in whatever it is you want to do in life, whatever field, whether it's financially, spiritually, emotionally, mentally, physically. If you want to get fit in the gym, don't surround yourself with people that are out of shape or fat. Go around people that got some of the body that you want, physiques, and you're gonna look at them. You're gonna ask them, how did you get this? They're gonna work you to get to where you want to be versus where they are. From that point, you only go up, and you can apply this to any part of your life. Like I just said, financially, emotionally, spiritually, mentally, physically, it does not matter. It does not matter. This whole video, literally, it can be applied to friendships and relationships. So don't feel anybody is excluded. I'm speaking to everybody. There is no one that cannot take anything, that cannot listen to this message I'm saying and take nothing. And to wrap this video up, my last point, the main topic of it is going to be a saying, more like a metaphor. Every seed cannot grow in the same environment or area. I'm gonna repeat this as well. Every seed cannot grow in the same environment or area. Trees barely grow in places where it's cold, like Antarctica or Alaska. Different environments. I'm not even gonna give examples because what I said is obviously, I shouldn't have to explain it. It should click. Like I said, common sense isn't common, but there's no other way to explain it. I'm about to kind of reel it back into to real life and more, not using objects. I'm about to bring it back into real life now. So I'm also gonna have another example. A shark will never grow to its full size in a simple household fish tank. Right or wrong. These big great whites, fish are born. So sharks do start off small. Say you got a baby great white. It might even already be too big, but we're just kind of speaking kind of crazy right now, theoretically, hypothetically, all that, whatever. You put a baby shark in a fish tank at your house, at the crib, that shark will never grow to what it could have been in the ocean. That's why you never see them in houses, or if they are in a house, they fit the size of what they're in, but they're meant to be so much bigger than what they are in that aquarium. They're designed to be bigger than the environment they're in. So you need to make sure that you remove yourself from an environment where you are stagnant, environment where you won't grow, and move into an environment where you have the space. Moving into an environment isn't going to make you grow, but moving into an environment creates the space for you to grow. You won't be limited. So at that point, once you get to the environment, it's about learning, about gaining experience and wisdom to grow, to fit the environment that you have placed yourself in, to become your best self, to develop yourself to the person you are supposed to be. And when I say this, I mean this. I really, really mean this, because it's sad, because it's what the world is coming to. But you do not, I repeat, you do not have to conform to society. You do not have to do what society dictates as the norm, because if we're being honest, the norm is opinionated based off of the perspective of the higher class to the lower class, but in reality, it's not real. Who decides what society calls is the norm? Who truly decides that? The upper ups. But In reality, none of it is real. So always remember that there is no such thing as conforming. There is no such thing as a norm. You're conforming to what people think is the norm. So basically, you're listening to somebody. You're listening to people you've never met. You've never met. Think about how much sense that makes. Remember that. And now like I said earlier, I was gonna bring back to the topic I was talking about fear. This is where it kicks in, and it goes to say that the only reason that people conform to quote unquote societal norms is fear. The fear of being an outcast, the fear of being judged. Is actually called the fear of ostracism, the fear of becoming an outcast, the fear of being looked at different, being shunned, being judged. I'm gonna drop a video soon called IDGAF. I'm not gonna say what it means because we all know what it means, but it's so big. And once people truly shift their mind to get to a level of you don't care about what people think, what they say, how they look at you, you become able to become more in tune with yourself, to be in love with who you are unapologetically, regardless of who tries to change you for what. It doesn't matter. I posted on my Instagram the other day a motivational quote. It said, never let anyone change who you are. Be who you are unapologetically. And I mean that. But I want to thank you guys for listening. Like I said, I'm back. I was gone, but I'm back. Strictly, I'm dedicated. I'm committed. I'm going to be dropping videos. So be on the lookout. Be on the lookout for the uploads. I'm going to be posting them. Follow me on Instagram. I'm going to drop my Instagram and my Twitch down in the description. Be ready to look out for the podcast on Twitch so you can catch me live. You get to see me. You get to see how I really talk about it. You get to see me live really talking. I'm gonna start posting on Twitch. You catch it live. You get to get the real nitty gritty. You get to see me, see my reaction, see how I truly feel about it, so how passionate I am about it. But don't feel like if you miss the Twitch, you're missing out. Because guess what? Like I said, I'm gonna drop every Twitch podcast onto the YouTube. I'm gonna keep up my platforms. I just want to reach a bigger audience. So like I said, I thank my supporters for the people who really been who waited, who hasn't left me, because I'm still here. I went through some things, but I'm back, and I'm here now to dedicated, committed to you guys, to helping you guys develop yourself into the best possible version of yourself that you can be. Once again, I thank you guys so much. Be on the lookout for the next video, and Champ is out. Peace and love.